Well, back here at the ballpark, that is Ricky Romero. And I'm Rob Fai. Glad to have you along for the ride. Jordy Cunningham also riding shotgun down there. And there's a lot of people that make Canadians baseball work. I don't know what Niall's doing in the middle booth there. He's doing a little bit of calisthenics, I guess you call it. But beneath us, 6,413. Check it out, Canadians baseball. Loyal, like Chris Brown loyal. It's 10-1 for the Aquasox. And hardly anybody, if anybody's left this ballpark. And on a beautiful Saturday night, why not? The rain held off. It is a perfect temperature for baseball. And who knows, maybe the Canadians will catch a little lightning in a bottle to make a game of this one. 6,400 people singing to Bon Jovi beneath us. And when they're singing in unison, you can physically feel the roof vibrate. It's one of the beautiful things about a ballpark that is nearly 70 years old. It is, you get the nooks and the crannies of this ballpark that is just so near and dear to everybody here in Vancouver. If you're watching from abroad, maybe you're in the prairies tonight, or dare we say around the Golden Horseshoe in Ontario, this is home for baseball on the West Coast, and we're glad that you're checking in on us tonight. Ricky Romero, Caroline Frolic, I am Rob Fai, and who knows what'll happen here. Matt Martin's going to step out for his fourth inning to work and take on a pretty formidable part of the Canadians order. Brett Wright, Dominic Abadessis, and Luis De Los Santos going to get their swings in here. And a ball that's ripped into the left field corner. Brett Wright having himself a game. Hustling around first, barreling towards second, and the kid out of Auburn, the real Auburn, pulls in at second base, and just like that, the C's in business here in the home half of the seventh inning.
The real Auburn.
Well, when it comes to what we were talking about. Dominic Abadessis is going to step in. He's 0 for 2. And Ricky, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down by 9. It's getting to the late stages. This is just grip it and rip it and see what happens.
Like I said, at the end of the day, I think you still want to put up good numbers. And you still want to, not good numbers, you want to put up good at-bats. And every game there's a report that goes in that the manager has to write up. And you want a nice report written on you, and you don't want to give away at-bats. So I think it's important for the hitters to continue to do their thing and put up good at-bats and chip away and see what you can come up with by the end of the ninth inning.
Never know. You never know.
Baseball is a strange sport in that sense.
2012, the Canadians were in one of the most entertaining championships that I've ever seen. Canadians were down by 7, and they struck for a whole bunch, came back to win that game. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Mind you, that team had a few different players. That was a year that Marcus Stroman pitched for the Canadians. Roberto Osuna pitched for the Canadians. And Taylor Cole, who of course is a part of a no-hitter this year with the Los Angeles Angels, he also pitched here. 0-1. He's a ball that is fouled back, and the count goes to 0-2 to Dominic, who's again 0 for 2 in this baseball game. One of the best teams that I think I've ever seen the Canadians play was the 2013 Boise Hawks, an affiliate at the time of the Chicago Cubs. Albert Amora, Javier Baez, Dan Vogelbach, Chris Bryant.
Wow.
I mean, they were low. I haven't even got through the whole list yet. They were so good. 0-2. He's a ball hit to center. Wright's going to wait to see what happens here. Miguel Perez sets up under it, and now he'll just range back towards second. And unfortunately, Dominic in this game is now 0 for 3 tonight. Luis De Los Santos 1 for 2, steps into the box. Yeah, certain teams in the minor leagues are stacked. Did you ever play for a team that was just absolutely loaded? I mean, outside of your NCAA College World Series team?
Not like that, no. I don't think I was ever a part of a team where there was a lot of big leaguers in it. No, I don't think
you just came to the ballpark and knew chances are you were going to win.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I made the playoffs once in my whole career as a professional.
De Los Santos, a 4-3 put on if you're scoring with us. It pushes right, which is the second run of the baseball game for the Canadians over to second base. And I've always said this, Ricky, and maybe I'm completely just fanboying here, but even if the Canadians were to falter tonight, we're in the bottom of the 7th, they're down by 9. even if they could do something productive in the final 3 innings, get on the bus, go down to Eugene, and at least take something that they can put in their pipe for tomorrow's game and build towards maybe a sunnier day tomorrow.
100% I agree with that. And there's a few guys that have been struggling at the plate, so it's important for them to at least end it on a good note. And if you can get on that bus and feel good about strapping it back on tomorrow, I think that's a good thing, and it's always a positive.
I always remembered just before the season started, they released the schedule, and I said, boy, that second half is going to start real hard for the Canadians. A 10-game road trip, home for 3, and then gone for another week. 17 of 20 on the road.
Wow. Yeah, that is.
That's a hard stretch for anybody.
Yes, it is.
0-1 is on its way. It's a pitch in for strike, and the count goes to 1-1. Tri-City got the best of the Spokane Indians tonight, 8-3. Tri-City now back in a share a top spot in the North Division. So if the Canadians falter tonight, they'll still remain just 3 off the pace, so they won't lose ground, but they might not make up the game tonight. Count still 0-2. JP Arancibia was here a couple of years ago. It was the year that you first came out. Maybe it was even last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
It was last year, and he said, you know, one of the toughest things as a baseball player when you're struggling is looking out at the scoreboard when they post your numbers. And here's Adrian Ramos, 0 for 2 tonight, hitting 118 for the season. And a line drive and a Luongo-like save. Where's Jim Houston to say, great save, Luongo, an absolute rocket, and Matt Martin is equal to the task, and it stops the Canadians in their tracks. Boy, when things are going good for you, that ball finds its way into center, and when things aren't, it ends up in the glove of the right-handed pitcher. We find our way to the top of the 8th inning. When we come back, we'll introduce you to the 4th pitcher of the night for the Vancouver Canadians. Look at this. An absolute rocket. Heck of a play. Tip your cap to the bad guys. Matt Martin with a play. 10-1 Aquasox here on Sportsnet Pacific.